want to talk a little bit about a business, a small business, starting it, what things you need to consider. It's easy to focus on what you're passionate about or what is the thing that is going to make you money to maybe replace an existing income or create an income, and then, scaling that. There's a lot of stuff that happens behind that idea of having a business, right? Practical things, boring things in some cases, things that, you may not want to do, not glamorous at all, paperwork, budgeting, managing, some basic things, but they are necessary. And so I wanted to just have a little conversation about that. So having an idea, of course, is the first step. You want to know kind of what do you want to do? What's the purpose of what you want to do? And is it something that is sustainable? Once you kind of have that idea, then to put things in motion, you have to have some basic things. I think it's true with any business that you start. One is you have to understand some of the basics of what you're about to step into and what the requirements might be. Most businesses, it is, I won't say it's an absolute requirement, but it is nice to have a financial cushion of some kind when you're starting a business. You want to make sure that if you come across a challenge or a hurdle, that you have something to fall back on that's going to sustain you so you can continue your goal of that business until you can get it stabilized. Now, what do I mean by that? I wanted to bring in Jim and Heidi. Of course, everybody's got opinions and your own insight on what you might need. So one of the things that I had mentioned is entities. What advice would you give about that?
A lot of people don't know what an entity is. Hopefully, if you've been thinking about a business, you know that an entity is it's a structure that exists much like another person, but an entity becomes a structure where you conduct all of your legal stuff through, all of your cash flow, all of your contracts, all of the business decisions. But it protects you from personal liability if your entity is structured correctly and your entity is maintained the way it should be. An entity can be formed in any state that you want to form it in. There's advantages to forming it on the West Coast, the East Coast, and Central. It's a state-formed organization, I guess, for lack of a better word. And an entity can be dissolved, which if you're no longer going to be running your business or your business substantially changes, you should dissolve that entity so that it no longer exists. Once your business is up and going, it provides you the ability to borrow money that you may not be able to borrow as an individual. It gives you the ability to raise capital. If people will see your business structure and say, yeah, that's a viable business, I'd like to participate in that, where they might not want to do it on a personal level, but they would do it on a business level. So
sometimes we just, she wants to come listen, but she's listening with her eyes closed.
She's concentrating.
Concentrating on what we're saying.